Welcome back to Top 10 Beyond the Screen. I'm your host, Michael Mello. You all love the top 10 actors Warner Brothers will never hire, so we decided to do a part 2. But before we get started, I got an Instagram account and I'm sure you got one too. So why not follow us on Instagram at Top 10 Beyond the Screen, where you'll be able to see some fun behind the scenes and great memes like this one. Now, without further ado, let's get down to business and discuss the top 10 actors Warner Brothers will never hire again, part 2. Starting off our list is Kanye West. Now I know what you're thinking. What? Kanye West is an actor? Well, Kanye appeared as an actor on Anchorman 2: The Legend Continues. The musician slash fashion designer has always known to be a tad difficult to work with. But the fact that even Will Ferrell had something to say about this rapper just proves he's a tad too egotistical to work with. Ferrell said it was very surreal to have Kanye, who's such a big fan of comedy in our movie, hanging out for 2 days, who's playing the new tracks a lot over and over. Even when we're trying to film, he's playing the tracks. They're loud too. We got a scared 18-year-old intern to ask him to turn them down. He hung out even after we told him, "You're done." He was like, "No, no," and stayed in the background, hanging out and fighting with people. After this experience, Kanye hasn't been in any other feature films, and we highly doubt that Warner Bros. Is looking to give him his next starring role. In at number 9 is Roseanne. During the 80s, Roseanne was so popular it beat out The Cosby Show as TV's #1 show. So you can imagine back in 2018 how ecstatic people were that the show was getting a reboot. The Roseanne reboot did so well, it was announced to get a second season renewal. This was until May 29th, 2018 when the actress tweeted some pretty racist stuff towards Valerie Jarrett, the former senior advisor to President Obama. In the now deleted tweet, Roseanne wrote, "Muslim Brotherhood and Planet of the Apes had a baby equals VJ," comparing Jarrett to an ape and insinuating she was Muslim. Her show was cancelled immediately with a spin-off titled The Conners taking its place, to which the writers killed off Roseanne's character. Both shows were filmed on the Warner Brothers lot, and we can assure you that Roseanne will never be welcomed back to either of those sets. Number 8, Mel Gibson. So this one's interesting and hear me out. So back in 2012, Warner Bros. Studios canceled a film called The Maccabees, to which Gibson was attached to. Production claims that the script lacked a sense of triumph. Well, the scriptwriter wasn't having any of this false claim, and so he wrote a 9-page letter calling Gibson out as anti-Semitic, which means anti-Jewish. The writer cited how on occasion Gibson would use offensive terms such as Hebees, oven dodgers, and Jew boys. To make matters worse, he has already made anti-Semitic slurs back in 2006, and an audio of him making racist and misogynistic comments to his then girlfriend was leaked in 2010. Since then, his acting career has taken a major hit, but, and this is the interesting part, Mel Gibson actually gets to work behind the scenes. After a couple years in the dark, he's actually working on a Warner Bros. Picture right now, but will he ever be hired as an actor again? I wouldn't hold my breath. Megan Fox comes in at number 7. Megan Fox starred in Warner Bros. Transformers, to which she also continued with the sequel, but then was mysteriously replaced for the film's 3rd installation. The reason being, apparently Megan Fox was hard to work with and treated director Michael Bay horribly. The crew of Transformers wrote an open letter which read, "She is outspoken and has been disrespectful of her Transformers director Michael Bay, linking him to Adolf Hitler, causing Steven Spielberg to have her sacked. She's no Angelina Jolie. No, Angelina is a professional. We know this quite intimately because we've had the tedious experience of working with the dumb as a rock Megan Fox on both Transformers movies." And with that, Megan was no longer a part of Warner Brothers Transformers. Coming in at number 6 is Sharon Stone. Sharon Stone was in Catwoman, a Warner Brothers film that a lot of fans feel really missed the mark. It won a lot of Razzie Awards, which are awards that are given out to the worst films ever made. However, Sharon Stone won't be hired by Warner Brothers again, and no, it's not because she partook in this horrible film, it's because she's known to be a legendary diva. She is rumored to have handed a fan a $5 bill to avoid giving them an autograph. She even once went shopping during her filming hours and used a producer's credit card to pay for everything. She didn't even go to the cheap stores, she hit up the most expensive places you could shop in LA. Since that occurrence, people have been very cautious to work with her again. At the halfway point with with Madonna. Similar to Kanye West, Madonna has dived into the acting world with films such as Evita, The Next Best Thing, 007, Die Another Day, etc. Now for those of you who didn't know this, Warner Brothers has a music division as well, to which Madonna was a part of for 24 years, until she left for a $120 million recording and touring deal with Live Nation. This was a huge slap in the face to Warner Bros. As Madonna was a big source of income for the company. Ever since she parted ways, the two have not been in good standings, with Warner never offering her any acting gigs since. If they do a future musical movie, you can be sure that Madonna will be the last singer/actress on their list. Number 4, Louis C.K. Back in 2017, comedian Louis C.K. canceled his film and mysteriously did not attend his planned appearance on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The reason why? Well, the New York Times published a report that revealed the comedian faced allegations of sexual misconduct by 5 women, and the details were pretty disturbing. In a lengthy statement, the ashamed comedian admitted that the claims were true and that he abused his power as a celebrity. Every Hollywood production has cut ties with Louis C.K., including Warner Brothers. Now, if you want to catch the comedian, you can probably find him at your local open mic night, reminiscing about his once great career. In at number 3, we have Halle Berry. Just like Sharon Stone, Halle Berry starred in Warner Brothers' Catwoman, which did so bad at the box office, it made studios fear making another female lead superhero for almost 15 years. Wonder Woman director Patty Jenkins even referenced Catwoman as the reason why, when she pitched Wonder Woman to Warner Brothers back in 2007, they only greenlit her in 2017 because Warner was so scared it would bomb as bad as Catwoman. Anyways, when Halle Berry attended the Razzie Awards for her role in Catwoman, she said, and I quote, "Thanks Warner Bros. For casting me in this piece of god-awful film." And Berry didn't stop there. She continued with, "I'd like to thank the rest of the cast. To give a really bad performance like mine, you need to have really bad actors." This didn't sit well with Warner Bros., I guess because they think it takes 2 to tango, or in this case, it takes 2 to make a good movie. So ever since that speech, they've not been in contact with Halle Berry. We're getting close to the end with Lindsay Lohan at number 2. Man, I think we can all agree that Lindsay Lohan up until one point had a very successful career, with major hits like Parent Trap, Herbie Fully Loaded, Freaky Friday, Confessions of a Teenage Drama Queen, and of course, Mean Girls. Lindsay saw quick success at a very young age. However, her drug addiction and diva-like antics have given her a bad rep. Sources have said she's a melodramatic character and is horrible to work with. Tardiness, tantrums, absences, and neediness. Lindsay feels she must be experiencing an emotion in order to play it. This leads to all sorts of emotional turmoil, not to mention on-set delays and melodrama. Since her downfall, Lindsay has only seen herself in small short films, some TV cameos, but nothing as big as the movie she made when she was younger. Warner Brothers has certainly kept their distance from the young Hollywood star, and even though it appears she's grown and matured since her breakdown, no big Hollywood executives are willing to give her a second chance. I mean, if Oprah tries to help you and even she can't help you, it's gotta be rough. Last but not least, in at number 1, we have Charlie Sheen. Now this should come as no surprise to anyone, as Charlie Sheen is known for his bizarre rants and disrespectful behaviors on set. His antics on 2.5 Men famously led him to being fired by its creator Chuck Lorre, which led to Sheen then publicly insulting his former boss, calling him a contaminated little maggot, among other things. His constant drug use also painted him with a bad public image. Due to his firing, Charlie sued Warner Bros. Television and director Chuck Lorre for what Charlie calls an unjust firing. He sued for $100 million, but the settlement came to $25 million, to which afterwards all parties went their separate ways. Warner Bros. Went on with 2.5 Men, killing Charlie's character off and never working with him again. Don't you just love a good fashion lawsuit? Alright, that about wraps up our top 10 actors Warner Bros. Won't hire part 2. Do you agree with our list? Was there any actors I missed? Let me know in the comment section below. Speaking of comments, it's time for me to read some of your comments from part 1. Alexis Chavez said, "I just watched She's the Man yesterday. Amanda Bynes was beautiful and so cute. She's the Man will forever be one of my favorite comedies of all time. It is so amazing, and it upsets me so much that Amanda had to go through a dark time in her life." Lola Diaz said, "Lindsay Lohan, Steven Seagal. Good call. Well, I did add Lindsay to this list. Maybe if I do a part 3, I'll add Steven to the next list." We've reached the end of this video. Give this video a huge thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on your notifications so you don't miss another Beyond the Screen video. I'm Michael Mello, and I'll see you next time.